A hearty welcome to all my dear students. This is Shruti Srivastav, computer teacher from Mount Litra Z School, Jhansi. I hope you all are taking good care of yourself and studying well. In this video, we're going to continue the topic flowchart. So, let's begin. As we have earlier studied about various geometric shapes and their significance, so we're going to revise them first. So the first shape is ellipse. An ellipse shape is used to indicate the start and end of a flowchart. Always remember, whenever the flowchart will begin, it will always begin with ellipse shape. Second thing is parallelogram. So a parallelogram is used to read input or to print data output. That means with the help of parallelogram, you can show or give input to the computer and you can get result in the form of output with the help of parallelogram. Then third one is rectangle. So a rectangle denotes the processing. That means you can put any sort of formula in the rectangle box. Then the fourth one is diamond. So a diamond shape with two branches. It has two branches, you can see. One is yes and other is in the form of no. So you can place this diamond box in case of any decision. If any question is being asked, you can put that question. It can have answer either in the form of yes or in the form of no. And the last one are arrows. So arrows are used to connect the steps in a flowchart. It is also used to connect different geometrical shapes, and it also shows the flow or the sequence of the problem solving process in the flowchart. Now let's have a look on this flowchart in which we're going to study about how to find profit or loss. Now, what is profit? Profit means fayda and loss means nuksan. So how we're going to find out profit or loss? So the first thing is, as you all know, a flowchart always begin with an ellipse shape. So in ellipse shape, we're going to write start. It shows that the flowchart begun. Then after starting, input will be there. So input, you all know that it will come in the form of parallelogram. So to find profit or loss, there are two things, that is cost price and second one is selling price. So we're going to read cost price and read selling price. After that, a question is being asked that is in the form of diamond shape, in which the condition will be put like, is selling price is greater than cost price. So for calculating profit or loss, if the selling price is greater than cost price, then there is a profit. Otherwise, if cost price is greater than selling price, then the shopkeeper will suffer loss. So the formula to calculate profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. Whereas if the cost shopkeeper will going to suffer the loss, then the formula will be loss is equal to cost price minus selling price. Then, so if shopkeeper will going to suffer profit, it will going to print profit. Otherwise, it will going to print loss. Then it will going to end the flowchart. So this is the input part. This is the decision part. Decision will be formed in the form of either yes or no. After that, processing part will going to take place. After processing, then output and then end. So this is how you're going to find profit or loss. Children, can you recognize this game? Yes, it is snakes and ladder game. So let's see the flowchart which will show how to play snakes and ladder game. As you all have played this game at least once with your friends or your family members, so you all might be knowing the rules and regulations of this game. So let's begin. First of all, we're going to begin the flowchart with an ellipse shape, that is start. After beginning, we're going to throw the dice. Here you can see it is written in rectangular block. Why it is written in rectangular block? Because no input is required here. After throwing the dice, we used to move the coin accordingly. Whatsoever number comes on our dice, accordingly we are going to move that coin. After moving the coin, we used to check the condition. The condition is if a coin lands on a snake head. If yes, we used to slide down to the tail of the snake. If no, then we used to check another condition, that if a coin landed at the bottom of a ladder. If yes, then we used to move up the ladder. If no, then we used to check another condition, that if we have reached the last block of the game. If yes, then you are the winner. If no, then we used to give dice to the next player. And this is how this loop goes on. That means the conditions repeat until and unless somebody is the winner. Then only the flowchart ends and the games end. I hope you all have understood this much. Thank you for watching the video.